the 15th of July 2023. Today, I was hurt, but I feel fortunate and proud of myself for being able to control my emotion and calmly overcome the negativity to heal myself. Last week, my father received a tempting invitation from his friend Mr. T to visit Thanh Hoa for a trip. Excited about the prospect of a memorable journey, my father turned to me for financial support. However, I found myself in a difficult position. I was unable to provide him with the necessary funds right away. I explained to him that last year, when I had the money and means, I invited him to go on a trip, but he had declined my invitation to travel all over the world. To make matters worse, my father pointed out that my in-laws are able to travel frequently while he has not been on a trip in the past 5 years. While I sympathized with his situation, I explained that I couldn't provide him with the funds immediately. Instead, I proposed that we postpone the trip for a few more months to allow me to save up enough funds, especially if the trip is not urgent. Because I recently had to cover the cost of his dental implants for 5 teeth, which amounted to nearly 15 million Vietnam dong. In addition, I'm also managing other financial obligations such as my daughter's dental treatment, which cost 20 million Vietnam dong, and purchasing new appliances for my mother's new home in Ha Noi, as my mother recently relocated from Ho Chi Minh to Ha Noi, including a TV, refrigerator, or an air conditioner, which totaled all over the 20 million Vietnam dong. While these expenses were necessary, they have added to my current financial responsibilities. Juggling all of these expenses simultaneously is challenging for me, particularly given the current economic difficulties. I have also experienced a decrease in income due to my company struggles this year. Despite these challenges, I'm trying my best to manage the situation without any complaints and provide for them whenever they need assistance. During my visit with my father today, he shared with me a comment made by his friend, Mr. T, who questioned my father entrusted me with his money. Mr. T asked, "Why do you entrust your money to your daughter? When you need money to go out with me, you don't have any. Why not ask your daughter to give it back to you?" So I asked my father, "Dad, let me ask you one question. Why did you give me your money? It's to buy a house for you." My father thought for a few seconds and said, "Yes, that's right." Then I asked, "So I did the right thing, didn't I? You gave me money to buy a house for you. In fact, I had to pay almost double the amount you gave me to purchase a house for you in central Ha Noi." To which my father replied with some vulgar language made now. I told my father, "Dad, you don't need to use my tao with me. Let's talk calmly and respectfully, as we usually do as father and daughter." My father said, "I'm your father. I gave birth to you, so I have the right to use whatever words I want." I said, "Okay, then we will talk again when you are calmer. If you are still going to use my tao with me, then I won't talk to you. I don't use my tao with you, so you shouldn't use it with me either." My father said, "Fuck your mother." I said, Okay, if you're going to insult me like that, then I don't think we should continue this conversation. Let's talk when you are calmer. I'm going to leave now. And I left. When I came home, I had to confide in my uncle for his understanding and guidance in helping my father see that I'm doing everything within my means to care for my father. I find myself wondering if my father ever reflects on his roles as a parent and asks himself the thought question, what have I done for my daughter? Am I unintentionally causing her pain? Am I blaming external circumstances instead of acknowledging my own shortcomings? Am I developing a habit of constantly needing immediate access to money and blaming my wife and my daughter when I don't get it right away? Am I behaving like a child in an adult's body, similar to the child in the Candy Philosopher paper? The Candy Philosopher tells the story of giving a child candy every day. You do it joyfully and consistently, and the child seems to adore you. Every time they see you, they beam and rush over to receive the candy. However, one day, you pat the child's head and say, "There is no more candy today," or "I have run out of candy." Suddenly, the child's behavior changes. They scream at you, accusing you of being selfish and nasty, or they go around bad-mouthing you. The moral of the Candy Philosopher is that when you give something to someone else, they may not perceive it as a gift, but either as a duty or obligation. They take it for granted. And then, when you fail to give them what they desire, they can turn against you in a heartbeat. For many people, even if you give them candy every day, they will only remember the one day when you didn't provide any. That is my story for today. Parents have the right to choose whether to become parents or not, but children do not have that choice. They cannot choose their parents. As a mother of 3 children, I have come to learn that it is essential to treat my children first and foremost as human beings, and then as my children. This means showing them respect not just because they are my children, but because it is the right thing to do. Today, I'm grateful for continuously striving to develop my emotional intelligence, allowing me to grow each day and remain calm in difficult situations. Rather than getting upset and engaging in a heated argument with my father, I choose to calmly end the conversation and take a walk to clear my mind and find a more positive space to smooth and heal myself. Absolutely true. Parenting is not an innate skill, and many adults struggle to mature emotionally. When people lack understanding, perspective, and emotional intelligence, it can lead to complicated situations. In my relationship with my father, as he tried, I believe that now I must approach him with both love and acceptance when necessary. And Mother Teresa once said, "Some people come into our life as blessings, while others come as lessons. Spread love whenever you go, starting with your own family." This quote holds a valuable lesson in treating every person we encounter with kindness, while also recognizing that some people may challenge us and help us grow in unexpected ways. I am currently dedicating time each day to enhance both my business English skills through watching HR Digest on YouTube and my overall English language skills by utilizing The Diary of a Young Girl by Anna Frank, a guide to writing and reading my diary. Through this podcast, I hope to inspire you to pursue your own language learning goals as well as to encourage the development of emotional intelligence through sharing my life experiences. I hope that my story can be a helpful guide in your own journey. If you find my sharing helpful, please click like and share to pass it on to those who may need it. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to sharing more with you in future episodes.